Hello, and welcome to another episode of Virtually Viking, where I'm going to help keep you connected to the vibrant world happening here at St. John's River State College. I am your host, Sunshine Neely, Recruitment Coordinator, and I'm going to guide you through all things SJR State. Whether you're a student, an educator, or a community member, this podcast is your portal to the exciting developments happening here at SJR State. Today, we are thrilled to have our special guest, the SJR State Foundation Director of Development and Foundation Operations, Jolynn Carter. So, thank you for joining us, Jolynn. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. This is just
Good.
an awesome thing coming up. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Exactly. So, the foundations has an exciting event coming up to benefit a great cause. So, to tell us more about it, that's why Jolynn's here. So, Jolynn, tell me more about your event.
Okay, and this one's a first for me, but we're having a trivia event on Saturday, April 26th in the Viking Center. Um, and the gameplay starts at 1 and it goes about till 3. Doors will open at noon. We're excited. It's a new event, but we're hoping this one gets it going and we can do it every year.
Awesome, awesome. Now, tell me, are you a big trivia fan?
I am. I love playing trivia. I haven't played in a while, but I would go. I live in Fleming Island, and I would go to V's Pizza, and they always had like pop culture, and it was so much fun. You know, the things that you know, things that you don't know, but it's just a lot of fun. I love trivia.
Awesome, awesome. So definitely everybody mark your calendar. Go ahead and save the date. It is Saturday, April the 26th at the Palaca campus in the Viking Center. Now, Jolynn, tell me about the cause of that this trivia and this fundraiser will benefit.
Okay, this fundraiser will benefit SJR State Random Acts of Kindness Student Support Fund. And what that that is for students that have a life event happen. They get in a car accident, they have a medical um, incident, their car breaks down, they have childcare crisis, all kinds of things. But this is a one-time stipend that students can come and ask for help whenever they need it. And I'm super excited that we have this to offer them.
Oh wow. So this random acts of kindness is a like a fund that students that's available to students here at St. John's River State College. So let's just say I'm a student and for whatever reason I got sick and I'm unable to go to work, and I'm unable to pay my rent. So I can come apply for random acts of kindness.
Yes, we have a group of wonderful people, one on each campus called OnBuds. So if you're that student and you have this life event happen, you would go to the OnBuds. They will interview you. They would ask you, what the difficulty is, and then the ombuds would then send the information to the foundation to approve. And if it's approved, then they get help where it's needed.
Awesome. That is really just another reason why I love working here at SJR State and I love promoting SJR State. I remember being a student 19, 20 years old and having life happen. Life will happen. And I wish there was something like this then. So this is a great resource for students. I love that it's a one time, so it's not being abused or students are taking advantage of it, but it shows the students and the community that SJR State is concerned about the whole student, and we want to make sure that, things just aren't getting in the way of a student's education. Like we're here to support you and keep that ball rolling to help you reach your goal. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. And this fund also, I mean, the main purpose of it is to ensure that students are able to graduate. That is the whole
Right.
goal,
Yeah.
to help them in their need, time of crisis, but also get them to the finish line so that
Yes.
they can be successful. So
Right. And so now a student, how does a student apply? I know you mentioned ombuds. So how would a student get in contact with the ombuds department?
So at each campus, they can contact their counselor, and they would find out who the ombuds is for that ombud who is for that particular campus. The students have to be enrolled in three or more course hours, credit hours, in order to be eligible. Students must, show proof that this, you know, life event has happened, and it can't be, if it can't be resolved quickly, that they need help, and then the student must not have received assistance from the program previously. It's a one-time stipend, and then applications are due during the fall and spring semesters only.
Pretty cool. That's pretty easy to me.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's a great thing. In
Well,
addition to the under the Random Acts of Kindness Student Support Fund, we each campus also has what's called a Viking Exchange.
yes.
So a Viking Exchange is a place where students can go for free, and they can get food if they need it. They can get, you know, toiletries, they can get, school supplies, that kind of thing, even some clothing. So it's on each of the campuses. These Viking exchanges are located inside the Viking Center. So if you
Yeah.
have that need, this also helps support that. So we help fund buying the groceries, buying the toiletries, that kind of thing.
Yes, I want to share. I love the idea of the Viking exchange. I overheard some students talking, and there was one student that had a like an interview type of a thing that she had to go to, and I was like, when she was saying that she didn't have any interview clothes. And I said, you should go to the Viking Exchange, check it out. You might find a blazer, you might not, but just go look. Well, she was able to find a blazer for to wear to her interview. So I love putting the word out that the Viking Exchange is there for students, and it's just another resource to help students be more successful.
Yeah, that's
Okay, oh, go
I
ahead.
was going to
Sorry.
say, no, I was going to say that the Viking Exchange in Orange Park, I think some of the clothes are coming to the other campuses as well, but they are partnering with a local nonprofit called the Clothes Closet. And the
Oh,
Clothes Closet has found that their clientele, if you will, doesn't really like the business attire. So we're like,
mm-hmm.
we'll take them,
Yeah.
so because our students definitely can. But
Yes.
that's not all the only type of clothing that we have there.
Right.
There's all kinds of clothing. So yeah.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. So, all right. So we now know our audience knows what the trivia is going to benefit and support, and we're excited. How do you sign up to play trivia?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked. You can sign up today and see. Well, and we also are looking, community members out there. We're looking for sponsors. Sponsorships options are available. You can go to purplepass.com/SJR State Trivia. And I will tell you, space is limited. We already have about 6 teams that are signed up, and I
Oh
believe we can
wow.
have between 16 and 18 teams. So if you want to be a part of this very fun event, you need to sign up.
Definitely, definitely. And so again, people, we are looking for sponsors. So if you want to be a sponsor and help support this great cause, definitely check out the website so that we can sign you up for a sponsor. And we're still looking for teams. So that is exciting. Now, what kind of trivia? Because I might sign up. I might. I'm not a trivia
You
guru.
should, you should.
What kind of trivia categories will be included?
Well, that's a great question. There will be various categories, like I mentioned before: pop culture, history, music, art, and more. The people that are putting this on have put together trivia events in the past, and one of them is a local radio DJ, and so she and her husband are going to be putting this event on for us. So they contacted us. It was really great.
Oh, that's going to be exciting, exciting. Now, when I'm very competitive, so I'm thinking about trivia, but I'm not sure because I don't really play trivia. But I'm very competitive. Are there prizes for the winner? Now, if there's a
Oh
prize,
yes,
I'm
there are prizes, and they're cash prizes. So yay.
ooh,
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be fun. We're trying to get, many, many community members to be involved with this. We're going to try to get like maybe the police department, versus the fire department. And we've contacted a lot of local people, but we're also going to have some students in there. And there are opportunities for some of these teams, if you are a student, that you can be sponsored with this team. So contact us that
Ooh,
way as well. Yeah,
awesome.
if
All
there's any
right.
interest.
So there's a cash prize, and
Yes.
is there just one winner, or are we doing like first, second, and third place?
First, second, and third, and all the details will be announced the day of. We're also going to have some
Yay.
great food. So this event is going to have food, it's going to have, beverages, and also some beer and wine for those that are of legal age. And just it's going to be a fun time. So we're also going to have a raffle that people can win these baskets that are donated by local businesses. So just a
Ooh.
lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Saturday afternoon, you have your whole afternoon, the evening to go do something else, but this is 1 to 3. That's all it is. So you come and have some fun in the afternoon.
Well, I am definitely marking my calendar for Saturday, April 26th. In the Palaca campus, Viking Center trivia will be happening. Now, Jolene, I know you said you play trivia. Do you have a go-to strategy for winning?
I just look at it's kind of like studying for Jeopardy. You just start looking at different facts. You Google, hey, what are some, and that trivia announcers are going to be giving like, modern and up-to-date information. So I just start Googling interesting facts that are out there, maybe sports trivia, maybe just some information about, we all grew up whenever we grew up. And so you get your team to where you have like a couple of different generations because they're going to ask,
Right.
I'm sure, different kinds of movies and music and that kind of thing. Yeah, I would just, Chat GPT is one of our favorite things to do, and just Google like some
Right.
interesting facts that I can study up on. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Now, as we wrap up, can you tell me the sponsors that have already committed and they're sponsoring the event? Would you like to mention those people?
Yes, I'd love to give a shout out because this is our first event, so they're putting their money and their teams on the line for this. But we're very happy to be sponsored by Ameris Bank, Georgia Pacific, 386 Nutrition, and Beck Automotive. But I'm hoping that we get some more so that we can raise more funds for this. We have a goal of $20,000 that we're trying to raise for the RAC funding. And I will tell you, last year we gave out, and people just didn't know very much about the RAC funding, but the college gave out over $10,000 in
Wow.
RAC funding. And so we want to double that. So we want you guys to come play, have a good time, but know that this is, for a very good cause.
Exactly. I love it. All right. So you heard it, folks. We have a goal of 20,000. So we need you to sign up as sponsors, sign up to play trivia, come out, root on your favorite team, whatever, get involved in this fundraising event. So again, thank you, Jolene, for joining us today and talking about random acts of kindness and how we can help support this great cause here at St. John's River State College.
Thank you, Sunshine. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, you heard it, folks. April the 26th, join us for trivia here at St. John's River State College at the Palaca campus. This is another episode of Virtually Viking.